Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Some lost a child.
What my wife said. She put her head in her hands and it said, "Not my baby boy."
Some lost a brother or sister.
A creature who left Hannah lying in her own pool of blood, crying in pain, who went to go shoot her again, does not deserve to take another breath.
Some took bullets and lost their sense of security.
As I laid on the floor, I attempted to get up, but my legs weren't moving.
Today, as the Oxford school shooter was sentenced to life without parole, dozens bravely stepped forward with personal stories of what he took and what he failed to take.
The memory of you raising your gun to me and the scar on my arm may exist, but I will continue to live a life full of the human experience.
And we thank you for being here with us. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Devon Fernandez in for Devin Skillian. When the judge handed down the sentence, the feeling for almost everyone in that court was simply relief.
Yeah, the sentence of life with no chance of parole, a measure of justice for Hannah St. Juliana, Justin Schilling, Tate Meir, and Madison Baldwin, and for those who were wounded and survived. When the shooter had a chance to speak, he said he was sorry. But we here at Channel 4, we're going to keep the focus on the victims and their families tonight. Sean Lee is live at the Oakland County Circuit Court with reaction to this sentence. Sean, good evening.
Well, good evening to you. We'll start with reaction from the Oakland County prosecutor. So much on the line here. Her and her team doing the job month after month here, building this case against the shooter. They didn't want any issues that might go to appeal or might result in the sentence that they did not want. So much pressure on them. Let's get instant reaction now from that sentence from Karen McDonald, the Oakland County prosecutor.
No one's celebrating. It's not a moment to celebrate. It's tragic, and the voices today, I think, profoundly show that.
Oakland County prosecutor Karen McDonald and her team reacting after the Oxford school shooter, as a juvenile, was sentenced to life in prison without parole. That is something that rarely happens, and prosecutors worked to state their case, and the judge agreed.
We are comforted that there is some sense of peace and closure.
The shooter telling Judge Kwame Rowe that he wanted that sentence to give the family some sense of safety, knowing he's not coming out. Judge Rowe using his voice almost like a gavel, forcefully bringing down his sentence.
Sentences of the court is that defendant shall serve life without the possibility of parole.
Craig Schilling's son, Justin, was shot and killed by the shooter.
We feel that justice is getting there. There's still a lot of accountability, and there's still so much that needs to be addressed.
Back here live at the courts building in Oakland County. At the beginning of this, of course, the shooter had written that he wanted to see the suffering. That was on display today. Absolutely gut-wrenching. At the end, though, everyone's eyes were fixed on the judge and his words, and you could feel that relief out of the courtroom. At least this small chapter, in a way, closed, but the families live with this every single day. We're live in Oakland County tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
It is so difficult still, all 2 years later. Sean, we appreciate your reporting today. And